Page 199. This is reading exercise at the top of the page. Doesn't have a title, just number 1, I guess. And hopefully you sight read it. Look it over and try and see if you can, at least one-handed it, and see if you can just sight read it. I'm going to go through the process for learning it anyway. I look it over, it's 2 lines long, treble and bass clef, no sharps or flats in the key signature, so we're either in the key of C major or A minor. I believe it's starting in C major and it's ending in F major, modulating to the subdominant, which is what this unit is about, okay? But as far as the scales go, I would just do the C major scale and the A minor scale and the arpeggios too. And 2/4 time signature, we got 8th notes everywhere. So we'll just take it slow and easy. Right hand, again, I'm looking for a fingering that lets me connect the notes if I can. So we're here. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 3. And just take advantage of the repeated note to change hand positions. You don't have to. I could do a thing. I could cross over here, whatever. But this is good practice. Because you need to learn to do this without even looking at the keyboard. 1 and 2. Okay. Left hand's broken chords, and they're not octaves, they're tenths, because you'd think it's this. Right? No, they're tenths. That's here. And unless you have large hands, that doesn't work. I had a piano teacher, concert pianist, a long time ago, back in the early 70s, when I studied under her for a couple years. And she had such little hands, she could barely stretch an octave. I mean, she really had to stretch to reach an octave. But she could play stuff like this, no problem. It's because she got used to spreading her fingers out. And here, you can do a 2 here, because you're not keeping your hand here, you're moving up as you go up. Or if it's easier, if this doesn't work, then go 3 here. Whichever, 2 or 3, whichever works for your hands. But as you do this, move up. So when I'm up here, I'm not covering that anymore. So same thing, come down. Here you gotta use 2. That's not so far in here. Yeah. That's good fingering, I like that. But it's your choice as to 2 or 3, whichever. I just want to connect them. I can't connect them between the measures because that's too far. I can't reach that. You know, maybe Rachmaninoff could reach that, but I can't. So you have to lift up and move. I'm going to pretend I can, though. Then I put the hands together and see how the fingers are working together. Here, these are together. Now, something I want to caution you on, like in the 4th measure. The tendency will be to lift up the left hand on the last 8th note. So you got time to get down here and that's by itself? No. Keep that left hand down as long as you can. And then lift out. Just at the very end, you lift out. So put the hands together, and then I'll go back over and work out the hesitations. And you may have to look down at the keyboard when you're moving this left hand down. That's up, whatever. Look down when you have to, but try and at least do as much of this as possible without looking down. Then I have the articulation, and this is very connected. They put in the phrasing. You're going to lift up in the right hand. I'm going to pretend I'm connecting the left hand. Up here, but this stays down for a little bit. You can, I guess, lift both up if you can't reach it, but if you can reach it, connect it. Then I lift up here. It's all very connected. I'm just lifting up in the phrasing between measures 3 and 4 in the right hand. Then the dynamics, moderately soft, the melody. This left hand needs to be soft or very soft in the background. That's the only dynamic they give you. Well, after you get to know it, if you want to get a little louder and softer if you feel it, go for it. Maybe in measure 4, maybe I get a little louder, come da, 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 I land there, and then come back. Put a little swell in there. If I felt it, I would try it out. Experiment with these dynamics and see what you can do. Maybe in the first 3 measures, you put a swell in that. Go da, 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 then come it down. Experiment with these things. It needs to be felt, but at first you're forcing it to get an idea, and then you feel it and see what you like. At the end, the last 2 measures here, all the time I'm doing this, I want to hear this. Don't drown it out, and this is going to die away, so you're going to have to get softer in the left hand. So you're really soft by that last measure, because I want to hear that. Then finally the speed, flowing, well, it doesn't help much. It means don't drag it. It's this here. Something in that area, I guess, flowing for me. Give me another cup of coffee or 2, and it would flow a little faster, I'm sure. Now think about it, pedal. See, I've taken it up to this point without pedal. I always do. Learn it without pedal first. Make the fingers and I'll do so you can hear everything. And then when you add pedal, you'll need to understand the effect the pedal is having, and you need to understand why you're pedaling. It's going to be overlapping pedal. They're changing it with the harmony, which basically is each measure, I guess. But we have to be careful. Is that really what we want? Is that really the sound we're after? I'm not going to pedal that way just because the book says to, unless it's an A2. So we're going to start with their suggestions on the pedaling and see what it sounds like. If we don't like it, we'll change it. I probably won't like it because I always change it. Overlapping pedal. I'm going to put the notes down first and then the pedal. I'm going to change the pedal after I play the notes. It overlaps. I want you to change it on the last measure too. So the last 2. Here. Now if that sound is fine with you, go for it. I don't like it because the melody gets blurry. And I don't like a blurry melody unless that's the effect that they want. And maybe that's the effect they're after. I don't know. But I don't think so. I think they want this more of a clean sound. So I gotta fix it. I want the overtones and I want to connect the left hand here. So I need to pedal at least at the end of the measures. So if I only pedal it to connect the left hand, I'm only going to pedal it between the measures. It's here. That would let me connect the left hand. The problem with that is I lose the overtones in the right hand. It's dry. You know, it's dry, it's clean. I don't want it clean and dry. I want the overtones. So I got to figure something else out. So I'm going to pedal it, but I don't want to blur up the melody. Here is fine. I just change it. But here, what am I going to do here? Well, here, I think what I'm going to do is lift it up on beat 2 for half a beat. And then put it down here and then here. Now, because I can connect the left hand, I don't really need it to connect the left hand here. I could actually lift it up on beat 2 and leave it up. And that would work. Here for the second measure again, it's lift it, lift it. And then for the fourth measure, so what I think I'll do here is, here I will lift it up on beat 2 for half a beat. Here. Right there, and then put it down here to connect the left hand. And change it. That way I get the overtones and I connect it. And the melody's clean. measure 6, just change it on beat 2. Something to that effect. I'm complicating the pedaling a little bit to get the sound I'm after. These books leave the pedaling pretty simple. The problem is you get used to hearing the junk that simple pedaling gives you. I would prefer you not get used to that. It's junk. It really is. Don't accept that as, oh, it sounds okay. No, don't. So we complicate the pedaling a little bit to try and improve the sound. Now, why are we pedaling? Now, we're pedaling to provide overtones to this melody. We want the overtones. It's not so dry. We're also pedaling to help us connect the left hand. You get the idea? So we're kind of both here. And pedaling generally is a give and take. We want something, but in order to get it, we have to give up something. And then you have to decide which is more important. Which are you willing to give up? How much do you want this to give up that? It's always a conflict to me as to how I'm going to pedal it. And I'm constantly experimenting. Chopin was known for pedaling every beat. He would change the pedal on every beat. He wanted the overtone, but he wanted a clean sound. Let's play this together slowly and check the notes and the rhythms. Now, because there's eighth notes everywhere, I'm going to go ahead and put the metronome on eighth notes, but I'm going to give us 2 quarter note counts to come in, and I'm going to try and pedal it as I suggested. You can pedal it as your teacher tells you to. Ready, and go, and.